Hey friends, and welcome back to a brand new video all about Poppy Playtime. Today we're going to talk about some recent news that just happened. First of all, we'll discuss the new updates on the official Steam page of Chapter 5. Finally, the Steam page has received its first official updates, and this could mean that something big is coming. But that's not all, because today I'll also show you some official messages written by the developers on Discord, and these might confirm the arrival of another countdown. Another mysterious countdown, just like the ones that always appear before a big event or something big. And of course, as always, we'll take a look at some hidden secrets of this chapter. Indeed, there are a lot of stuff that we can analyze. So make sure to stay with me until the end, because in today's video, we're going to uncover a lot of new information, theories, and possible connections that will help us understand what's really coming in Chapter 5. Before we begin, as always, don't forget to drop a big like on this video, because it really helps me out and allows me to keep bringing you new content about Poppy Playtime and all the most interesting horror games out there. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of the next news or theories I'll be posting. Get ready, because today we're diving into one of the most mysterious and complete analyses ever. Let's get started. Let's start right away with the first big news of the day. The updates on the Steam page of Poppy Playtime Chapter 5. We're on SteamDB, the site that allows us to see all the real-time updates made to game pages on Steam. And let me tell you, even if everything might look calm at first sight, there are actually some very interesting details to analyze. By taking a closer look at the page, we can see that since the official release, Chapter 5 has already received 3 different updates. And what's even more surprising is that the latest update was made just a few hours ago. That means the developers are actively working behind the scenes. Now, these aren't visible updates for us players. No new images, descriptions, or trailers have been added. Instead, these are internal changes invisible for us. But what makes this really interesting is how frequent these updates are. It's not common for a newly released page to receive so many modifications in such a short time. This could be a clear signal that the team is preparing something. In fact, now we can consider that the ARG might start very soon. And we know Mob Entertainment. When it comes to Poppy Playtime, nothing is ever left to chance. Every move, every tiny technical update could be hiding a bigger clue or a secret message. But the news doesn't stop here, because there's another very interesting information that we can see directly thanks to SteamDB, and we'll talk about that in the next part of the video. So don't go anywhere, and let's talk about the official icon of the game. And now let's move on to another really interesting detail about the official game icon. For the first time ever, the icon of Poppy Playtime Chapter 5 has become officially visible on SteamDB. And this, guys, is something that has never happened before in the history of the series. In the previous chapters, as many of you probably remember, the official icon was revealed only after the game's release on Steam or just a few days before launch. But this time, the icon is already there, publicly visible, and that's definitely not a coincidence. If we look closely, we can clearly see that the image shows the prototype's hand holding Poppy's head, exactly like in the official Steam header picture. It's a very symbolic and at the same time unsettling scene that probably represents the core theme of the upcoming chapter. But what's even more curious is that this icon and the header image seem perfectly coordinated, almost as if they were already part of the final version of the game's design. And that could mean something very important. The header image we're seeing right now might not change anymore and could represent the definitive look of the Chapter 5 Steam page. Remember that in Chapter 4, for example, the header image was changed multiple times before the game's official release with different characters. Baba Chops, Yarnaby, the Doctor, and then Doi the Dokeman. But this time things seem totally different. The consistency between the icon and the header suggests that Mob Entertainment has already decided the final look, which could mean that the game is in a very advanced stage of development. Also, if we pay attention to the image quality and the scene's composition, we can notice a much higher level of detail compared to the previous chapters. The shadows, the position of the hand, Poppy's empty stare, everything seems carefully crafted to create a sense of tension and mystery. But I don't want to spoil too much yet, because there's still another very interesting part to talk about, the official messages released by the developers on Discord. And we'll talk all about that in the next part of the video. We're talking about the official messages from the developers, especially those written by Toby, Last week, Toby posted a rather cryptic message on the official Discord server of the game. In the message, there were just two numbers, 6 and 7. At first, it seemed like a simple joke, or even better, a reference to a very popular meme that was trending on social media at the time. In fact, the 6-7 meme had gone viral on platforms like TikTok, so I thought there was nothing serious behind that message. After all, Toby is known for his sense of humor and his funny, ironic way of interacting with fans. But then something happened that completely changed my mind. Exactly 7 days later, the official Steam page for Chapter 5 was released, along with the first teaser trailer. And that's when I started to think, what if that message wasn't just a meme? In fact, it wouldn't be the first time Toby posted apparently harmless messages that actually hide real clues connected to upcoming announcements. It's a strategy that Mob Entertainment has used several times before. They drop short, mysterious hints that only make sense later when the trailer or update finally comes out. And indeed, right after the teaser was released, Toby wrote another message saying, "Trailer is 6 to 7. A short sentence, but extremely meaningful, because it confirms that the 6-7 message from the previous week wasn't random at all. It was actually a hidden clue, directly linked to the countdown that teased the arrival of the first teaser trailer. And now the big question is, could it be happening again? The fact that Toby has repeated the same pattern, posting again with references to 6-7, might be a sign that another secret countdown is happening right now. After all, November is a crucial month for Poppy Playtime. It's exactly during this period that the ARG for Chapter 5 could officially begin. And if the ARG really is about to start, then Toby's message might actually be the first key to a much bigger puzzle. So, everyone, keep an eye on the Discord server and all official channels, because as we've seen many times before, Mob Entertainment loves to communicate in cryptic ways. And behind what seems like a simple meme, there might be the clue that unlocks the next big mystery. And now let's talk about a detail that, in my opinion, is one of the most important and intriguing elements of the entire teaser trailer of Poppy Playtime Chapter 5. I'm talking about the prototype. Yeah, because this new teaser has a unique feature that completely sets it apart from all the ones we've seen in previous chapters. For the first time, we can see his presence in the teaser trailer. Not directly, of course. We don't see his body or his face. But his presence is unmistakable, and we can clearly tell from one very specific and chilling detail. In one of the scenes of the teaser, you can see the shadow of his legs slowly moving in a corridor. A short scene, but incredibly powerful, that breaks the silence and instantly makes us realize that something much bigger is about to unfold. And this could mean something very important. It might mean that the prototype will play a much larger role in this chapter and won't just appear in short or secondary scenes like in the previous ones. In chapters 2, 3, and 4, we saw a part of him only for a few seconds. But this time, in the Chapter 5 teaser, it really feels like the developers want to bring him to the forefront, making him one of the central figures of the story. Thank you so much for watching the video until the end. You are amazing. Let me know in the comments what you think about this. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell for the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.